It's Susan with Florida Future Realty. Today I just want to talk about Cape Coral home prices. We get an awful lot of calls from people that are from out of the area, either out of our state or out of the country, that really want to know what's going on with Cape Coral prices and what can they purchase in their price range. So I wanted to start at kind of the bottom of our scale and what was available, and then kind of go segmented through the different price ranges in Cape Coral. There are properties currently in Cape Coral that can be purchased for under $50,000. Just so you know what that property may be, we're looking at a lot of condos in that price range, some older that may need some updating. We're also looking at homes in the north part of Cape Coral, which, if you're not familiar with Cape Coral, the north part is kind of our less developed area without city utilities yet. They're on well and septic still. Also, frame construction homes are often in that price range as well. And the majority of people that do move into this area, they're looking for a concrete block construction home. Not to say that there's anything, wrong with having a frame construction home, just that the concrete block homes do go for higher prices. So that kind of gives you an idea. There's also an awful lot of short sales and foreclosures in that price range, which, again, you can get a great deal. Great investment properties. We're seeing a lot of cash buyers in that price range. So to give you an idea, there's properties that do need a lot of work, either updating or remodeling. We have a lot of Chinese drywall houses in that price range, meaning that all of the drywall has to be ripped out, and also anything that was affected by the Chinese drywall as well. So that's a pretty big job. But again, you can get a good priced home, a good value, if you are able to, or you want to pay to have the work completed. The next price range I want to talk about was up into the $100,000 mark, so like the $50,000 to $100,000 price range. You can actually get a pool home in that range. Now, you're not going to get a brand new move-in condition pool home, but you can get an older pool home that maybe needs some updating, that may be either older or newer in the north part of Cape, like I said, that still doesn't have our city utilities. So that's kind of what you're looking for. You can also get a newer home in the North Cape Coral area. We just want to, again, be careful of the Chinese drywall issue. Chinese drywall was found in a lot of homes from like early 2000s until like just a couple of years ago. So we want to really make sure to check on that. And there are signs that you can check on that, and also have a home inspection. So once you get into the $150,000 to $200,000 range, you're looking at a much higher end product here in Cape Coral. You can get a newer, larger home with an in-ground pool. You can also be on the water once you get into that price range. Now, on the higher end, after $200,000, you may be in a quicker access water. The house may be newer, may have more upgrades, those type of things, but you can definitely find in the $150,000 range pool homes in the south part of Cape Coral. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. You can also find homes that may have direct access, maybe not with a pool, sometimes with a pool, but they're going to be older homes that were built in the 60s, 70s, 80s. Really, in Cape Coral, most people consider an older home anything built in the 90s and before. So it's kind of funny here, if wherever you're from, you may have homes that are 100, 200 years old, and here we really consider anything over, 5 or 10 years is kind of old. So it's a little funny, newer area and everything like that. Once you get into the $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 range, you really have a lot of great options. You can find a spectacular home in the $400,000 to $500,000 range, homes that used to sell for well over $1 million. Great high ceilings, tile roofs, all of the fancy upgrades that you're looking for. Large pool areas, great entertaining homes on the water, just like really, really great homes in that price range. We start seeing less and less short sales and foreclosures once we get into the $500,000 price range. And once we get into the millions, and again, there's homes that go up into the several million dollar range here in Cape Coral, you're going to find less and less short sales and foreclosures. But you're going to find that there are less homes actually selling in that range, and you're going to see longer days on market. So if you have a motivated seller, you can still get a really great deal. And like I mentioned, if it's $1 million today, they probably would have paid $3 million for it a few years ago. So that's kind of where the market is, but there are homes for every budget here in Cape Coral. Like I said, from under $50,000 to well over, several $1,000,000. So anything that you're looking for, we can find for you. But you have to, either come down or look online and kind of get a feel for what things are. If you're not familiar with the area, you see a house in Cape Coral for $50,000 that's newer and you think you hit the jackpot, and you come here and you realize that it has Chinese drywall and that it's going to cost you $30,000 or $40,000 to make it livable, and it's in the northwest part of Cape Coral, the northeast part of Cape Coral, where we do not have city utilities yet. There are some, obstacles that you may not be aware of. And again, you may find a house that's on the water that's, $200,000. It looks beautiful, and it could have Chinese drywall, or it might be on fresh water, which doesn't go out to the Gulf of Mexico. So, if you contact us, we can kind of give you an idea of, what you're looking for, what price range you would need to be in. If you had a budget in mind, it may make sense and it may not. We may be able to get you more for your money than you would expect, or we might have to say, you know what, you're going to have to, spend a little more to really get everything you're looking for. So again, this is Susan Milner with Florida Future Realty, and we really look forward to speaking with you on your investment in Southwest Florida real estate. Again, we're located right in Cape Coral, and you can find us online at floridafuturerealty.com. You can visit my personal website at susanmilner.com, and we can be reached at 542-8521. Thanks, and make it a great day.